This is The Death of Cleopatra by Benedetto Genari II, painted in 1686. This painting depicts the suicide of Cleopatra, the last pharaoh of ancient Egypt. She had lost the Battle of Actium to the forces of Octavian, the Roman army, and her lover, Mark Antony, had died by committing suicide. And you can see her taking her own life here, as is supposed in history. You can see that she's supporting her body with her left hand. Her right hand holds the asp, which is held to her breast and drawing blood. The venom is going to kill her. The sumptuous drapery surrounding her is sort of softly painted. It's a classical pose. This was painted in the Restoration period of Charles II, just after Cromwell. Cromwell was very puritanical, and the Restoration saw a return to sort of sensuous paintings, hence the sort of soft paint and flesh on show. This is actually the second version of this painting. An earlier version was painted for Charles II and is now displayed in America. This one was in fact painted for Francis Gwynne, a Treasury official at the time, who was seen as a bit of a womanizer at the time. He later settled down and married, but at the time, Genari obviously thought this was a very suitable subject for this Treasury official who he wanted to curry favour with. So it was a gift to Francis Gwynne, and he was hoping to end up with an annual stipend, which was actually promised to him by Charles II, but he never received, so he was hoping for a little bit of money out of it. Cleopatra is not depicted as you would imagine an ancient Egyptian to be depicted. In fact, she looks more how the average Briton would see Cleopatra in the 1680s, and that is depicted as the tragic heroine in Antony and Cleopatra, the play by Shakespeare. That was commonly played at those times, and that's how people viewed Cleopatra. Benedetto Genari II, obviously from Italy, he was from Bologna, and that's where he trained. And yet he did move around. He moved to France and worked for the French courts, and later to London, where he worked for the courts of Charles II and James II. And it is in this period that he paints this painting. Until recently, it was simply attributed to the Bolognese school, but a scholar came in and did some research, and we found out it is by Benedetto Genari. He was a Bolognese artist. He trained there, but actually spent most of his career working in France and England, not only in the courts of France, but in the courts of Charles II and James II, which is the period at which he painted this. As part of that research, they found Genari's work diary, which mentions a half-length painting of Cleopatra, so it seems very likely that this is the painting. This painting was given to the Victoria Art Gallery in 1903 by Charles Coates. That was only 2 years after the gallery opened, so it's an early addition to the collection. Thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to like or add a comment. I look forward to seeing you next time.